Good, happy Wednesday afternoon. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this afternoon, so let's begin. First up, New Hampshire fire weather danger. The predicted fire danger for today is a Class 2 day moderate for areas without snow cover. Bitcoin ATM connected to Keene FBI raid removed from Murphy's tap room in Manchester. A Bitcoin ATM connected to an FBI raid last week in Keene has been removed from Murphy's tap room on Elm Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Executive Council confirms Sununu Legal Counsel John Formelia as New Hampshire Attorney General. The council approves on 4-1 party line vote when sworn in. Formelia will succeed Gordon MacDonald. Chiropractors, massage therapists see increase in patients with aches and pain. Issues linked to posture and stress. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
At Beltade's, customers will find everything they need for a building project. The brand names you trust to perform. And with a fleet of over 50 delivery vehicles, we deliver when and where our customers need them. Beltade's Building Products. 9 locations throughout New Hampshire and Massachusetts.
The COVID-19 pandemic has many shifting to a home office, working from the kitchen table or even the couch.
The reality of life in the last year is that people are sitting more than we were ever designed to sit. We're built to move. And working from home, we're not even getting out to go to the car to go to our commute. We're just stuck in our chair.
Chiropractors are seeing patients with headaches, neck pain, shoulder issues, and lower back pain. People who need spine adjustments, exercise, and soft tissue work.
Working the muscles that have slowly gotten to people in this hunched over, in front of the computer position. We need to reverse that and get people back to where life happens up here.
Doctors recommend looking at your workspace to help improve how you feel.
Everything needs to be pretty much 90 degrees, from your ankles and your knees when you're sitting to your hips. And then your elbows, again, at 90 degrees. And you want to have your wrist in a neutral position.
And in some cases, it's not just poor posture causing problems. It can also be stress.
What I'm seeing is the stress manifesting physically. So pain is coming up, but the underlying component is much deeper than that.
Massage helps with discomfort, but therapists also recommend shutting off technology, taking time to be alone, and taking deep breaths.
Taking care of yourself and making yourself a priority, and all the craziness that's going on can sometimes be easier said than done, but it's definitely well worth it.
Therapists also suggest setting a timer to your phone to get up and move while you're working at home. They say it's a small step, but it can really improve how you feel. Reporting in Manchester, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Thousands to run in Shamrock races this weekend with COVID-19 precautions in place. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Summit Packaging Systems is hiring for all shifts. Summit knows stability, security, and growth are extremely valuable. You'll develop skills to succeed and earn steady income and benefits. Apply online at summitpackagingsystems.com/careers today.
It won't look like this, but the race is returning and runners will be back for a Queen City tradition.
We are ready to, charge forward. And it's races like this when we can be outside, get some exercise, fresh air, and be together in a safe way that really make a difference.
This weekend, 3,000 runners and walkers can take part in the Shamrock races, either virtually from their own neighborhoods or in person in downtown Manchester.
Perfect opportunity for folks to kick off their spring, health consciousness, get a jump start on their running.
While the St. Patrick's Parade is not happening this year, the Citizens Shamrock Half Marathon on Saturday and Shamrock Shuffle on Sunday will be held with changes. Instead of everyone starting at once, runners will go 2 at a time every 10 seconds. That'll last about 2 hours.
So if you're starting at 8:15 and 20 seconds, you're going to be notified of that time via email coming out on Thursday. Your name is up in lights. You start on a red carpet.
Face coverings will be required when people can't social distance, but runners and walkers won't have to wear them while on the course.
When you finish, automatically you're going to be given a medal and a mask. So put that mask back on and be safe.
Almost $10,000 is expected to be raised from the event to benefit the New Hampshire Food Bank. In Manchester, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New details arise as investigation begins into Boulder shooting. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
We have to start, of course, with the new details in that mass shooting out in Boulder, Colorado, but we're showing you a live picture out of D.C., the White House. You see there at the top, flags are flying at half-staff in honor of the victims. But this is less than a day after those same flags returned to full staff following the Atlanta shootings.
And take a look at some of the faces of the 10 people who were tragically gunned down, ranging in age from 20 to 65 years old, including the hero police officer killed when he ran towards the danger and confronted the gunman. Take a look at Officer Eric Talley's police cruiser, now becoming a makeshift memorial. This is right outside the police station there.
But as we continue to think of all the victims there, our chief national correspondent, Matt Gutman, is in Boulder, a city still coming to grips with what happened. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Robin. We're learning much more about that tragedy you mentioned. A police affidavit showing that this horror lasted almost an entire hour. And inside that supermarket, there were employees and shoppers just going about the basic business of life, hiding as that shooter rampaged down the aisles. We're learning that eventually he was shot through the thigh, that he surrendered to authorities, that he refused to cooperate with them, but did eventually ask to speak to his mother.
This morning, as law enforcement continues to work the crime scene, those chilling new details. According to the Boulder Police Department's arrest affidavit, the alleged shooter methodically marched through the store and parking lot where witnesses say he shot an elderly man and then stood over him and shot him multiple additional times. His 10 victims were gunned down both inside and outside the King Soopers Market. Authorities say the alleged shooter, 21-year-old Ahmed Alisa, had purchased the AR-style weapon that sowed so much carnage only a week before, and that during the rampage he wore a green tactical vest.
It looks like we have an active shooter.
Dean Schiller came to shop for groceries, but in an hours-long live stream, he would end up bearing witness.
Someone's down right here. Something just happened here, guys. Look, there's people lying in the street, guys. He went in the store. Right down there. Oh, my God. Guys, we got people down inside King Soopers. Holy there's a shooter, active shooter, get away!
Alisa, seen here being led away in handcuffs, was arrested following a shootout with police inside the store. Bleeding from a leg wound, he was whisked away in an ambulance. police say he would not answer questions, but did ask for his mother. As panicked survivors ran from the shooter, Officer Eric Talley raced towards him. He was shot in the head and died at the scene. On Tuesday, Boulder's police chief choking back tears.
This wasn't just about your work today, that this was personally very difficult for you.
This officer had 7 children, ages 5 to 18. I just had that officer's whole family in my office 2 weeks ago to give him an award. And so it is personal.
Talley's anguished mother reached by phone.
My son gave his life to save those people at the Kingsayers. He gave it all, and the hate still continues. Oh, God.
Talley's police cruiser parked outside the police station and draped in flowers, becoming a makeshift memorial. The police chief reading out the names of all the 10 victims. 25-year-old Ricky Olds was a manager at the supermarket. Her Aunt Lori watched the massacre unfold in real time on that live stream.
We're watching it on my phone as the police are just getting there. And, we're horrified.
20-year-old Denny Stong, the youngest victim, also worked at the store. Friends say 59-year-old Suzanne Fountain loved the theater. The oldest victim, 65-year-old Jody Waters, leaves behind 2 daughters and a grandchild.
You could just feel like the love pouring out of her and coming into you, and you just felt the love.
This as a community mourns and the memorial for the victims grows. The somber notes of a cello, that trio of girls embracing and weeping. The Boulder Strong sign slung across this fence at a moment of silence at the Colorado Rockies game in Arizona. And Denver Nuggets coach Malone playing an emotional tribute to the 10 victims before the game in Orlando.
Police officer Eric Talley, who, father of 7 kids, we keep all of them in our thoughts and prayers.
And it's been incredible to watch this memorial grow. When we first arrived here yesterday, it was just bare chain link fence. And people started plugging flowers in. Now you can see the pictures that children left and notes directly to the victims. And this memorial goes down well over 100 yards in that direction. And it shows that this city is hurting, but it is also coming together. Amy.
Yeah, it is such a heartbreaking situation there, Matt. Thank you very much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this afternoon edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. I'll have a news report coming up in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.